everyone, I'm Rashmi Mangla. I'm working as an assistant professor for the BBA department of St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. The subject that I'll be teaching today is e-commerce. We're already doing unit 6. This is our 6th lecture of e-commerce. The topics that we'll be covering today are pure online versus brick and click business, requirements for online business. So these are the topics of unit 1 that we'll be doing. Now let's see the first one, pure online. Now a pure play or pure online company, it is a company that focuses only on a particular product or a particular activity, and investing in a pure play company can be considered as investing in a particular commodity or product of a company. When we are investing in one kind of product of a particular company, that is when we say that we are investing in a pure play company. Now pure play firms either specialize in a specific niche or have little to no vertical integration. That means they don't integrate much. They have only one specific kind of product that they are selling. For example, a coffee shop, it can call itself a pure play restaurant, and or else we can also talk about a factory that only produces a particular kind of products. So we can say then that they are a pure play manufacturer. So pure play firms are the kind of firms which are mainly dealing with one single kind of product of a particular company. Now let's see pure online versus brick and click business. Now pure play and bricks and clicks, they are retailers of two major categories of online retail business models. There are two major categories. Now increasingly, manufacturers and wholesalers have adopted multi-channel distribution system in which they also sell directly to the end customer. So not even the wholesaler but the manufacturer also, they have a distribution system which is multi-channeled, where see what we have studied, wherein we talk about the physical shops. If you remember, in the physical shops, do the manufacturer directly sell to you? जब आप किसी normal shopkeeper पे जाते हैं, so they are the retailers. अगर आप wholesaler पे जाएं, क्या वो आपको एक बिस्किट का पैकेट देगा? Will they give you one packet of biscuit? If you ask for one packet of biscuit, no, they will not. But in the case of online retail business, the wholesalers and the manufacturers also, they have got multiple distribution channel wherein they can even sell directly to the end customer, directly to the last consumer. They can sell the products directly. Now both online and physical stores can add paper based catalogs. Catalogs can be there for both of them. However, the firms vary considerably in their use of websites. The way they use the websites, the percentage of transactions through website, they enable the classification of retailers into pure play, that is meaning they sell exclusively through the website. Pure play or pure online, that is they are selling mainly through the website, versus bricks and clicks. Bricks and clicks means they are making only some of their sales through it. Bricks and clicks are the kind of companies who are making only a few sales online, but pure play makes all the sales through the website only. So pure online business is a business wherein they are selling completely through web, through the internet. Now let's see some of the requirements of online business. Now online business, it's very easier today in today's world to launch an online business. Like services like Shopify, Magneto, they all help you to set up a website and payment gateway. While marketplaces like Amazon and Etsy, they let you place your goods in front of a global audience. So, but the entrepreneurs, they are interested in selling online. They may be confused about all the government regulations and licensing requirements and many other requirements. So here we will sum up all the requirements that are required for setting up an online business. So the requirements are, first one, we need to register your business name. Now this is the first step of starting a business. If you are operating as a sole proprietorship, however, you don't need to register your name at the state level. If you are opening a sole proprietorship business, you don't need to register at state level. But although there may be many states who do require sole proprietors also to use their own name as the business name, unless they formally file a doing business as name. Now, what you can do is you can visit your Secretary of State's website for learn about state specific requirements if you are ready to register your business name. But first step is we have to register the business name. Clear? Now, second requirement is obtain an employer identification number. Now, what is EIN? An EIN or employer identification number is a federal identification number issued by the Internal Revenue Service to identify a business entity. So it is a it is a specific number which is given to everybody who is setting up a new online business so that their business entity can be identified. Alright. For example, each of you, when you appear for exam, you are given a roll number. So that is your unique identity number through which you can get to know your results. Similarly, for the business also, whenever you are setting up a new business, an employer identification number is required, which helps us to identify the business entity. And nearly all business are required to have a tax identification number, which can be obtained online from the IRS, alright, Internal Revenue Service. Then, now if your business is operated as a sole proprietorship and you have no employees, sole proprietorship means you are a single person who are doing the business, so koi employees nahi honge, then you can use your social security number in place of EIN on governmental forms and other official documents. However, most social business advisors, they recommend getting one anyway. They recommend that we should have an employer identification number in order to keep personal and business taxes separate. So we should have a specific different separate number. Now, next step is register your business name. Register with state labor agencies. That is the next step. Yeah. Register with state labor agencies. If your online business has employees, if we are having our employees, so we will need to register with the state workers compensation and unemployment departments. Whatever departments are there, workmen's compensation department, unemployment department, we have to register with them. And in some states, you must register even if you are the only employee. That means again, sole proprietorship here, you are the only employee. Then also you need to register. Your application for a state tax identification number may in some states also register you with these agencies. In case you have registered for the tax identification number 10 number, if you registered yourself for that, so they may automatically register you for the state labor agencies as well in some of the states. Then obtain a sales tax permit. Now if your state, sales tax permit is required only when your state has a sales tax imposed. So if your state has a sales tax and your business involves selling products or services, then you may need to acquire a sales tax permit, also called seller's permit. However, if your online business does not have any actual physical presence, agar aapke business का कोई physical presence है नहीं, maybe it is just in legal terms, then you are likely not to require to collect sales tax for that state, because sales tax is required when you involve selling products and services. But if your services also do not have any physical presence, then it's not required. Now here, physical presence can mean a number of things, including having an office, having warehouse, having storing inventory. So its definition, it varies from state to state, the definition of physical presence. Now, next thing that we require is obtain any relevant occupational licenses or industry-specific permits. Now, there are a lot of professions which require the license of their own. For example, for being a doctor, you require a license from the medical care authorities. So some professions require a state issued business license, and getting approved for such a license generally requires the applicant to demonstrate certain skills. You need to demonstrate your skills, then only you will get the license, or you need to demonstrate the training. So states usually require licensing for anyone who provides personal services. The ones who are providing personal services, including medical care, law, real estate, auctioneering, all these services require license, state license. And few of these licenses are going to apply to online businesses also, unless say you earn a commission from running an auction site. But it's worth checking with your Secretary of the State website to be sure. See, we need to check with the Secretary of the State website. If our state says that we need to have a license for a specific occupation that we are doing, so you need to obtain the license. And not only this, online businesses that are involved in operations directly regulated by federal agencies, they must obtain permits or licenses from those agencies. Now, the next thing is brush up online business regulations. We should be thorough with all the regulations of the online business. The most important distinction between online and offline business regards particular laws. There are certain laws which are there for online business, which are related to digital privacy, security, copyright and taxation. Now, many of these rules and regulations, they are only concerned to online retailers, but even if you are not selling anything through your website, you have a website but you are not selling anything, but then also the laws covering digital rights and online advertising, they all will apply to your business because you have a website for it. So the laws will be applied to you as well. Now, the Small Business Administration provides a detailed rundown of the species of online business. The small administrations, they have a whole rundown of the online business specifics. Whatever specifics are there, they're all mentioned there. Now, last thing is check your zoning codes. Now, if you are operating an online business from your home, you'll want to review the relevant city or county laws to see if you need to obtain a home occupation permit. If you require a permit to do the work from home, so you need to check the zoning codes. If your location lies within those codes, you have to obtain the permit. So this step is especially important if you are holding substantial inventory. If you are having quite a large amount of inventory or having customers who visit your home, then you need to keep a check. If it is required to have a home occupation permit for you to have, so you need to get that permit in order to operate your business from your home. So these are all the requirements of having an online business. Stay tuned for the upcoming lectures, children. Let's see some of the questions based on today's exam. Write a short note on pure line versus brick and click business. What are the requirements of online business? Thank you.